Sagittarius, how we doing, love? I see like some of us may gotten a higher perspective, like a new download or something. Yeah, you're feeling like not like yourself, like you're just extremely happy in the recent past. We're very content with ourselves, content with being kind of odd, not fitting the cookie cutter mold. The song I got for you was, "You don't hit my line no more. You don't make it ring, ring, ring. I can't keep it something wrong." Yeah. In the recent past, I see us like very satisfied, just happy being us. You know, I don't really want for nothing. I don't really need anybody to bring me happiness either. I'm happy just being myself. Like, I'm fulfilled. All my cups are full and I'm cool. I am cool, yeah. And right now, I mean, this is a great reading, Sagittarius. I see a brand new financial opportunity for you. This could be like a new gift, a new house, a new car. Everything is awesome for you, like awesome sauce. Yeah, you've gotten some type of higher perspective and you've taken notes, and you are definitely painting yourself a brand new life. Brand new. And you don't care that you don't fit the mold of others. You may stick out like a red thumb as well. Jot that down. But you don't care. Very cool. Very cool. Go ahead, Sagittarius, with your bad self. And I said it, with your bads. I knew it when I said that too, because it was like enunciated. Bad self. All right, Sagittarius. What I see is that we are really enjoying life. It could just be somebody who smokes a lot of trees or something. But something's, this is a gift, a reward. You're very, you know, in the past, you didn't really need anything to make you happy. Just yourself, me, myself, and I. It's a great place to be. I see like some unexpected reward that hits you financially. This was like a new job opportunity. It was like a gift, unexpected gift, but it was a big gift. A house, a car. Big. In the future though, I see the devil, honey. You know? I do. I see the devil there. You know, peaks and valleys, baby. Peaks and it almost makes me feel like don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers. Please stick to the rivers and something you're used to. Yeah. Very you may have done something new with yourself too. New hair, new outfit, like you're just changing your look. Whatever it is, you're extremely unique and you like it like that. I like you, honestly. I really do. I like your energy. You definitely got like a higher perspective on something. You could just be like making a list and stuff, making a list, checking it twice. There's somebody that you're watching that you get a higher perspective from. You're watching this person. This person gives you motivation in a positive way. I'm watching you. You're watching this person. And whatever they say, it's like gospel. You're jotting down how they do something and it's working for you. You know, and it feels spiritual, it feels motivational, and it feels like it's working. It feels like, I don't know if this is like a preacher or something, but whatever it is, it sets you up to win. And I do see you, this is a well-prepared, well-thought-out, well-planned. You're very focused. But in the future, I wouldn't let this go to your head, is what I'm saying. 99. Yeah, there's a cycle wrapping up for you, love. There was a point in your life, and it was hard, and it's a challenge, you know, because you were quite worried about things, and then this is somebody who would get worried about things and say, I might as well get stoned. Yeah, I might as well get stoned. Get you off my mind. Yeah. This is somebody who might as well get stoned. Seriously. You may use like weed as a recreational tool at nighttime to like ease your troubled thoughts so you can sleep, or what? I do feel the energy of weed here. I don't know why, I just do. There's something you do recreate. It could also be drinking. It doesn't necessarily have to be weed, but you're at the point, though, that you're almost like, F it. It's like, I can't worry about this forever. It's, you know, I'm just going to be happy. And that's a great way to be. It's a great way to be. It might be some kind of coping mechanism that you're using. Yeah, here's your 10 and your ace. Your ace, boom, coon, the 11. You are right where you're supposed to be at right now. I think you're having some type of spiritual upgrade. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, babe. There was something going on in your... If this was a gift, some type of financial opportunity, whether it was a gift or a financial opportunity, it comes with its share of burden and stress and challenge. Physical challenge and mental challenge. This ain't easy. But on the outside, though, you look real cool, calm, and copacetic. Now, if this is a spiritual upgrade, it was launched off of this paranoia, I can't sleep, I got guilty feelings, shame, stress, burden, I'm at my wit's end, this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. It was born. It's a pregnancy it's born, you know, birth. This was birthed. Absolutely. Somebody could have just birthed something as well. Hope you didn't birth the devil, but we'll see. But that's what I see. It's like, man, all this hard work paid off. I'm extremely happy. Emperor. Hold on. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, I'm reading. Come on. Come on. In or out. They get jealous of one another. I got one cat that's like 10 and the other one's maybe 2. Anyway, I do see this, honey, this could be a gentleman I'm talking to. There's something toxic going on with a male figure. Now, this male figure is in the future, this is what I see in your forecast. There's some kind of toxicity going on with the male figure. This would be like the patriarch of the family, daddy, granddaddy. He's the shot caller. But there's something toxic there. There's, and honestly, I feel like there's too much focus on him. I don't know if he makes all the plans, he does all the shot calling or something. It's his vision. Somebody here is a visionary. All right, here we go. 9 of Swords, Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords. Oh, Lord. You're smarter than what people are giving you credit for, hon. And I think you're smarter than what you give yourself credit for. But you do worry, you know, you have challenges and worries and paranoia like everybody else. This is an extremely single person. Honey, you are extremely single. 9 of Cups with the Queen of Swords, you're a single person. And you finally came to the point in the recent past, you were just like, F it, I'm going to be happy. I don't know if there's some type of drinking or drugging that you use to kind of cope in the recent past, but whatever it is, worked for you. It's like by day though, you're extremely stressed out and paranoid, kind of fearful, and almost a resting bee face, you know? But maybe there's something here in your current energy, man, you're happy. There's a brand new opportunity for you. Yeah, okay. I think if this is a job, all right, it was like, I don't know if you worked really hard at this job, like this was physical labor, and then somebody said no to you. In the current energy, it's a no. It's a no from me, dog, like Calvin Howe. It's a no from me, dog. But it's kind of like if this was it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like this no leads to this brand new financial opportunity for you. Like, oh, you will tell me no? Really? Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. But this is a no. Like, if you asked for a raise or something, you went up for a promotion, the answer was no. You were extremely stressed out. You did a lot of hard work there. Somehow or another, it's led to a brand new financial opportunity for you. Maybe you just started wising up. You got smarter. It's like all this stress I'm under. Extreme stress, might I add. Extreme. Now we're happy. Either that or this is our current energy where we once were extremely happy, had a brand new financial opportunity, and you realize it's not all cracked up what it was. It's a lot of stress physically and emotionally. I'm not the same person. I came in single, no doubt, but I was extremely happy with where I was. And now I'm kind of resting bee face, you know? I'm kind of cutthroat. And I'm telling people no a lot, you know? And I'm taking on too much. I don't know if this is a financial opportunity that went wrong, you know? Here we go, disrespect. Yeah, we ain't doing this. In the future, I see if this is an employer, which I think we're talking about an employer. I do feel that way. This is somebody like working, and the Nun used this reference recently. This is like a Suge Knight. The devil with the emperor in his vision. You know what I'm saying? This is a Five of Swords. Disrespectful. It's a very cutthroat energy. Either you're on board or you ain't. And this dude gets off on being toxic too. With the Sun card, he gets off on telling people no. He gets off on being smarter. He's the sharpest tool in the shed. This fella's toxic. Real toxic. Says anything he wants to say and does anything he wants to do. And that's what makes him happy. He fires a lot of people. I hire and fire. I buy people like you all day. I'm smarter than you. The answer's no. He's extremely, extremely toxic and disrespectful. Well, there's a light being shown on this fella. I don't know if this dude's getting fired, getting walked out. It does feel like that. There is a new sheriff in town, and it does feel that way. I'm sorry, it does. I don't know who this is for or who I'm talking to, but... It's like it started off really good. It may have started off really good. Like, man, I was so happy. This was a brand new business. I had brand new gift. I mean, it was a lot of money involved. But something really grew toxic fast. It grew into a lot of mental anguish, a lot of hard labor, and then I see this emperor, this boss, father figure we worked for. Then you started playing this game where you kind of got cut through. You grew smarter and wiser, but you grew more cold and distant and resting bee face. And the answer with you is very negative. No. Somebody here's pulling all the weight, too, to carry this Ace of Pence. like to carry someone else's idea. I don't know if you're this dude's secretary or something, but it's like there's a spiritual download in the process. It's like I'm jotting things down. I'm getting a higher perspective of how this dude operates. It's very disrespectful. And it makes him feel good to like dismiss folks, you know? And it's like this person's like you can't satisfy this person either. You cannot. You can't. It's impossible to satisfy this person. They're always looking for something else. This is a person with a void to fill. This is an appetite that cannot be satisfied. An appetite for destruction. They're showing me the Guns N' Roses. Yeah, it's definitely a new gift. Definitely. This could have been a gift with strings attached. I think you accepted said gift and it made you very happy. This person wasn't the least bit concerned about you. Concern in the reverse. They're not. Very comfortable telling you no, very comfortable letting you stress out, very comfortable. They don't care about your worries. They don't care about your conversation. They don't care about your intelligence. All you need to know, baby, is like the nun would say, sit down and eat your pizza, your slice of pizza and be quiet. Yeah, that's what this is. They ain't concerned about you. The answer's no. Go ahead, keep working, baby. Yeah, keep bringing in that money. Pathway. Yep. Yeah. You may be telling, I think in the future you've gotten some type of spiritual upgrade here. You're starting to smell the roses. You're carrying a lot of this weight. You're making someone look really good. And this person has told you no time after time again. Bad news. There's bad news, brother. Keep on working harder. This person's not concerned at all about you. See, they gave you the gift in the past. Made you very happy. You were 9 of Cups. But then you started smelling the roses. This is really hard. It's very mentally challenging. I'm not even the same person I was when I started here. You're not. You used to be 9 of Cups. Now you're Queen of Swords. It's still a very single energy. Even the 9 of Swords. You're single the whole time. Single, 9 of Cups. Single, 9 of Swords. And Queen of Swords. Single, single, single. But there's a gift in this. There's a gift. Because I don't think we were concerned with money. But this is some type of labor job that's negative. It's a negative, it's a toxic environment. It feels like a toxic work environment, straight up. These people are not concerned about your physical welfare. They're not. They're not. There is an emperor here. This is most likely a father, a daddy. You, I don't know if this is your father. This is a manager. It's a very Suge Knight energy. Disrespectful, cruel, a win at all cost attitude. He's happy, like, doing some type of disrespectful crap. Like, it's disrespectful. Straight up. And people are prone to kiss his ass for whatever reason. I see someone here walking away. It's like, nope. I see, I'm going to exit stage left. There's a pathway here, and I see the 8 of Cups. Like, I'm walking away I can't. I see an alternative. And someone's going to, they've made a plan. They've been making notes. I don't know if you've just been, something to do with hiring. I'm getting a higher perspective. You're writing a resume. You're taking notes, you know? Like what I've seen. I don't know. I think you're starting to wake up. This is somebody that's perhaps going through a spiritual awakening as well. You are. I don't know what I'm talking about with Suge Knight, but it does feel that way. The Devil and the Emperor and a 5 of Swords. Just straight, if this is a boss, straight disrespectful, toxic work environment. Straight up. And it makes him happy to, like, be nasty to people and send them away butthurt, you know? But what it's doing is showing somebody the pathway somewhere else. You know, it's painting the picture of something. This has to do with perspective, how you view things. I see perspective here too many times. Whatever it is, baby, you're unique and quite rare. You have a higher spiritual perspective. You've taken a lot of, like, you've watched maybe a lot of readers. You've taken in a lot of spiritual knowledge. I don't know if you read the Bible a lot, what you're doing, but you are definitely creating your vision of how you want to live. And I applaud you for it. It feels like, oh, and you know, there was a very powerful message once I heard out of Joel Osteen, and he was talking about these fish and how they had to crate these fish, but it was a really long boat ride from whatever country to whatever country. I mean, we're talking weeks. And by the time the fish made it to wherever they were going, half of them were dead. So they had to put in a predator. And the predator would stir the fish up and make the fish work. You had to be smart. You had to outsmart your enemy. You had to work harder. I mean, this was mental and physical agility on these fish. You think that predator cared? They didn't have no concern about you. This person didn't care if you ate or not. It probably did seem like a brand new beginning to these fish. I'm going over across the seas. Let's go over here and start something fresh and new, you know? But then we got over there, we realized it's hella toxic. Yeah, this dude's a disciplinary, all right, but he's hella toxic. 5 of Swords. He's only concerned with himself. This is somebody who's cuss words after every other word is a cuss word. They don't have a vocabulary. He's got the vocabulary of a child. This is somebody who has tantrums with the 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups, complete tantrums, complete meltdowns. But it's very, the Devil on the Sun card. It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's like 1 minute they're toxic, it's a Sour Patch Kid. Thank you. It's a Sour Patch Kid. 1 minute they're toxic, next minute they're not. Well, this led to some type of pathway for you. I hope I didn't run off on a tangent too far and understood what I was saying. This was a gift, you know. This does help you. There was a spiritual gift here. And I know it may not feel good at the time, but it does give you some type of spiritual awakening. That is where, yeah, perception, honey. It's how you see things. It puts you on some type of spirit quest where you can appreciate things. It's like, man, I'm just thankful. This is like saying a prayer and saying, I'm thankful for the lessons and the blessings. The lessons and the blessings. Yeah, it's giving this, you know, it's giving you self-worth. You know, this built you mentally and physically. It built you up to who you need to become. Because if life was easy, you're not going to challenge yourself mentally or physically. Somebody here was, and you were thankful for it. You'll get it. If you haven't gotten it yet, you'll get it in a minute. Because there was something here. This person really attacked your insecurities, hon. And they focused on guilt. They may have guilted you a lot to make, like, people please, you know, insecurity with the guilt. This person really preyed on your insecurity. It really feels like a narcissist. I got to be honest with you. And I do feel like it's some type of work-related service. This has to do with work. It does. It feels like Suge Knight. I can't get away from Suge Knight. I can't. There was just too much money and too much happiness around this, but in the future, I just see it getting toxic. I have a manager here without a doubt. Somebody here that has to do with your money, and this person, and they do not care about your promotion. They don't care about you. Just keep working harder. If you ask for a promotion, this person does not care for your mental health nor physical health. The answer is no. I already gave you a big enough gift. I have no concern for you. Be happy with what I gave you. This dude is hella toxic. And I'm saying a dude because it's the Emperor. Like, the only court card I have is the Emperor. Hella disrespectful. I mean, liar. This person will do whatever it takes. And there's something to do with beauty around this person. Beauty. Beauty. Look at me. I like the devil himself. Yeah, the devil card. something to do with beauty. This person really has a way of making themselves look beautiful. They have a way of painting a picture, or a perspective rather, where they shine. You know what I mean? Like they shine bright. You know what I mean? It's like their shit don't stink. That's what I'm trying to say. It's it's control, it's manipulation, yeah. You've grown despondence. Over time, you've grown to hate this person and the gift they gave you. I see resting bitch face here. It's like I was single when I met you. I'm single and stressed out. In the current energy, I'm single. When you met this person, though, you were high vibing single. It's like, yep, I got this new opportunity. Then in the future, things got toxic, hella toxic. Hella toxic. Then you started getting really worried, really beside yourself, been out of shape. Stressed out, physically stressed out as well. Things grew toxic quickly. I mean quickly, where we don't care what we say to one another. There's a lot of curse words. There's a lot of people walking out, leaving. And it's like, you're getting smarter, honey. You're getting smarter and wiser. Let me tell you something. You're growing older. And guess what? You're still single. And if this is a boss or something that you, or I don't know why the money is mixed with this. I could just be talking about a work environment. This person, it's bad news. This person does not care. They don't care about any type of raise for you. They don't care that your money is not improving. Somebody's money, it's like ever since I got this gift, this does feel like a financial gift, a blessing. It comes with so much responsibility and mental anguish. And there has been no promotion in the current energy. And this person here is the least bit concerned. Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the concern in the reverse. Person don't care. I could not say I don't care. Even with the Nine of Swords in a challenge position, I said that at the beginning. I said, well, you're starting not to care. I'm just going to be happy regardless. Well, somebody here don't care. See, they don't care either. So it's like, why would I care? You don't care, I don't care. Okay. Yeah, despondence. It's very similar to indifference. But it's a little bit different in the fact that it's like somebody's starting to resent someone. Resentful. I'm resentful of the gift. I'm resentful of the opportunity. I'm starting to hate you. Yeah, there's a despondence around it. And you're very bitter. This is resting bee face. You get what I'm saying? It's just, it's no bueno, hon. No. Yeah. This person's doing something that's very confusing. There's a very I don't care attitude. This person's full of bad news and they're not concerned about somebody else's stresses. They're not concerned about your mental anguish or your physical anguish. But there may be some type of financial reward around it and it confuses you. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like there's an I don't care attitude. If you don't have gas, I'm like, I don't know. But there's something to do with money. This person's not concerned. They're not concerned with how hard you work. But then there's some type of gift, and it's very confusing. You could be confused. I think this is just a spiritual upgrade. It's confusing. Prayer and self-worth. Honey, in the future, this is what I see. There's a pathway. You're gonna have to find a way to walk away from this. Okay, Emperor with the Devil. It's gonna be one of the more harder challenges you've ever had to take. Because see, there's a future all painted out for you. And for what it's worth, this person, I think they spoil you with gifts, and I think they give you a lot of like attaboys. They also have very well prepared, thought out, well planned ideas for you. But see, things grow disrespectful so quickly with the Five of Swords. And then I see people leaving, exiting stage right or left, you know? And I can tell you, you're going to be happier with the alternate plan, walking away from this, going, you know, This was to teach you about self-worth on some level. There was a prayer that you may have said. You've learned a lot. This is one of those seasons where you're getting some type of spiritual upgrade, and it's like, I'm thankful for the lessons and the blessings. There was a blessing out of this. I'm sorry. There is. You know, I'm not sorry, but I am. You know, this was a double-edged sword, no doubt. It's a double-edged sword. Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords makes the 10 of Swords. Then I'm seeing the 10 of Wands, honey. The answer being no, but then all these gifts. And this person don't give a shit about you. They don't care. There's a very I don't care about you attitude. But then I'm seeing a gift. It's like somebody who don't care about you, but then rewards you with a gift. But this is hella toxic on this Emperor. I don't know if this is a father figure doing this to you, or Suge Knight, some type of boss. But baby, it's so disrespectful. It's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's very, very disrespectful. Fuck you, I hate you, and then we're happy. And then we're leaving. Then we're walking away again. I'm happy you're leaving. And then there's, you know, I see where there's just hella confusion, and there could be a kid in the mix of this that is growing very resentful of a parent, especially with the Emperor. They're growing resentful. Like, I don't like you, yo. I don't want your gifts. I don't like you. You may be confused, like, well, what did I do to you? Well, honey, you're showing a terrible example, for one. And there's a kid probably not getting any attention either, because somebody's all wrapped up with their job or relationship or whatever the hell I'm looking at. But it ain't cool, I can tell you that. In the future, I am going to see where it's almost like the straw that breaks the camel's back here. You're going to see. It's like you'll get it in a minute. This is some type of spiritual upgrade, hon. It's like, I'm sorry, but honest, that Beyonce song, I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. No, hell no. That hell no. I ain't sorry. He's trying to blow me up. I ain't sorry. Yeah, I ain't picking up 8 of Cups. I ain't sorry. Yeah. Somebody's calling somebody's bluff. And that song, when I start ring, ring, ring. Yeah, man. Sagittarius. Well, that's cool. What else for Sag? Anything else for Sagittarius? Sagittarius? Ooh, yeah, something to do with work. Do you wear a helmet or something where you work at? Does your dad, are you working for your father or something? Following your dad's footsteps. Skilled trade. Like, you could be, definitely a masculine energy. It's almost being in a place of position that you may not be prepared to be in. You get what I'm saying? It's extremely new. It felt like a gift until you realized how hard the shit was. It was a lot of mental and physical anguish to be put in this level. And somebody here just may not be ready to, you know what I mean? You didn't realize it. It had a lot of money around it, and then once I got in it, I'm not prepared for this. You know, I should have left the training wheels on another year or two. Somebody here could just be working for their dad, too. Yeah. Yeah, something to do with the gift. It's very rewarding. A new car, new Jordans. But you're extremely busy. And there, I do see a message coming in. Yeah. Extremely busy. Like, I don't have time. I gotta get to work. Driving a car like you stole it. I don't have time. I gotta get to work. I mean, progress takes time. I do see some type of enabler, empath, narcissist relationship, baby. It's written right on a card, and I saw the narcissist. And then again, with you being rare and free and unique, and I had that there. You were rare and free and unique. I had the redhead card there. Growing up. Wearing clothes too young for you, too small. Getting dressed up. It's like, this very well could be a woman in a man's profession and taking on a position that we may not be quite prepared for. You know? Sagittarius. Angel protection. Replace your fear with faith. Somebody here is getting a spiritual upgrade. This, no doubt, was a lesson, but you will see the blessing. See, you're smarter now. You're sharper now. You've learned a lot. Yeah, it's a phoenix rising, hon. You are now somebody that can box with the best of them. You are now some type of stiff competition because of the opportunity that you just came out of or will come out of. See, the outside looks grand, but the inside was a mess. It looked really good. Whatever this gift was, this opportunity was, it looked awesome on the outside, but when you got in there, you realized this is a shit show. You're better for it, though. It's a phoenix rising, hon. It is. It is. It is. What else do I have? On the drop the weight. Somebody here could have lost a lot of weight too. They could have. Somebody here, or they were with someone that was heavier. And they took a time out. You know what I mean? Feelings are mutual. Somebody here, something about dropping weight, taking a time out. The feelings are mutual. Yeah, something at a skilled trade or profession. You know, you could just be at this job, this place of employment, and it's hard. It's like I'm taking a time out. I gotta take a beat. I don't know if somebody injured themselves. An Aries, a Sag. Look, you pulled on your own energy. Two fire signs, Aries and Sagittarius. Look deeper, something is hidden, shared values, they really miss you. Okay. I do feel like somebody here got dropped. If we're talking about a relationship, and it was between you and possibly an Aries, or an Aries season, which would have been April. There's somebody here you do have shared values with. You have a history with. They miss you. They miss you. There's a message coming. There's a message coming, most likely from another fire sign or something to do with April and December. Something's hidden. There's a lot of shared values between you two. They really miss you a lot. There's a message coming here. I think you dropped this person in the past. You took a time out. And it may have given this person time to think about how they feel about you. I can tell you the feelings are mutual. They do miss you. They do. I think that, or somebody here lost some weight. Y'all, yeah. Cancer season. Yeah, that would be July. I don't know if you're dealing with a Cancer. Cancer, Virgo. Their ex. Cancer, Virgo, their ex. Caution, block them. Cancer, Virgo. What is Virgo season? I can't remember. where Virgo season is. Something to do with July or a Cancer you're dealing with, another Virgo, or another, I don't know why I said that, another Virgo. Something to do with Virgo, Cancer, Virgo, okay? Or Cancer, Virgo season. I don't know where Virgo season is. Their ex. There's Cancer here with an ex. There's caution. Something about blocking someone. This person is very charming. There is an empath narcissist relationship going on here. Growing up, wearing clothes too young for you, too small. And I see this. I see it. I really feel like this is a hell cycle repeating, where somebody is following in their old man's footsteps, or they're following in a mother's footsteps, a father's footsteps. There's an opportunity here to drop this hell cycle. Aries would be April. Sagittarius is December. Look deeper, something is hidden. There's shared value. This person you used to deal with, the feelings are mutual. I do think you took a break from this person. Somebody here took a break from someone. It's like, I'm dropping dead weight, I'm taking a break. There's mutual feelings here. The break did somebody well. There's messages coming in of someone missing the other a good bit here. And then I'm seeing a Cancer, a Virgo, and an ex, and caution and block them. There's a caution here about blocking someone. If they were blocked, I don't know. But getting dressed up. This is quite the princess here. Somebody's extremely unique. Progress takes time. It's almost like somebody's doing the dance, you know? I'm doing the dance. The X dance. I'm seeing a lot of X energy. Caution, blah. I mean, this, it does feel toxic, hon. I gotta tell you. It's like dropping somebody, taking a break. The feelings are mutual. Then I see 2 double fire signs here. Maybe you just have double fire in your chart. But there's a message coming with somebody here up against your energy. Your energy. And they're telling me, Sagittarius, look deeper. Something's hidden. Somebody here that you used to deal with, extremely attracted to you. Double fire sign. I don't know if you bumped into this person in April. I don't know. Think you took a break or what. There's a message coming right at you. They really miss you. I don't know if something happens in July or between July and Virgo season, or you're dealing with a Virgo, or there's some type of Virgo X here that's going to give you a caution about someone you need to block or already blocked. You tell me, hon. But, I mean, it's really, really trying to spell it out here. Here's that devil again. Yep. The devil. There was something really, really toxic going on in this work environment. Skilled trade profession. It was an extremely toxic work environment. I don't know if someone got injured. I had to take a time out. I can tell you what, it's extremely toxic work environment. It is. I gotta drop the dead. There's a need to take a time out. The feelings are mutual. This person was ready to drop you. You were ready to drop them. It's time to take a break. Again, I'm pulling the exact same 3 cards I just pulled for you, honey. Somebody here being bitter, stressed out, betrayed. And it's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde energy. It's like a know-it-all here, but yet it's like somebody here that is struggling with mental health anguish, but then it's like 1 minute I'm extremely stressed out, I'm extremely betrayed, I'm smarter than you, I'm articulate, I'm extremely happy. It's like somebody outsmarting someone. This person is very sharp, but they are worried. And it's like somebody here that smokes weed or something. They do something to cope with their anxiety. They do. I don't know if you used to smoke weed with this person. Y'all have shared values. You two are extremely toxic. There's a very toxic thing. It's all the cards I just had. And the Devil, Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. You need to look deeper, honey. It's almost like somebody here is thinking really hard. You've had some type of spiritual download. There's a lot of anxiety, a loss of sleep. Like, oh my God, I used to be so happy here. And there's some shared values here. The feelings are mutual. Whoever you were talking about, this person misses you. This time out is what they needed. They too realize that it's toxic. Somebody here has a lot on their plate, and they don't have a peripheral vision. They are driving it like they stole it. They don't see anything else. It's just routine. This is what we do, Cancer and Virgo, their ex. There's a big old blow up, and then I block them. And then I go on about business as usual. It's extremely toxic. They're giving me the same hell cycle again. The Devil, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups. It's the same thing. I had all these cards in your previous spread with the exception of this one. Now they're giving me, manipulation at its finest. Somebody here is a narcissist. It's the Devil on the Magician reverse. This is a narcissist at their best. This is somebody who is a psychopath, sociopath. Control problems, control freak. Very toxic, has drug and alcohol problems, has mental issues. Yeah, now the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is major. It's a big damn deal for you. This person has control issues, extreme control issues. This is unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate job loss where a gift is stripped from someone. This person has some type of behavior that becomes public. Whatever behavior this is, it's an unfortunate loss of a gift. This has to do with whatever they're doing. It's very controlling. It's manipulative. This person's hella toxic. It's like, I have no other choice. I got to drop the weight. It's time to call a time out. The feelings are mutual. I got to drop you. You think I'm toxic. I think you're toxic. Give me back the gifts. There's some type of undesirable behavior here. Yeah, Nine of Cups. You're smarter now. There's a lot of worry and concern, a lot of loss of sleep. There's something to do maybe with getting a medicine right or something, and then we turn into the Queen of Cups, you know? Either that or there's an Aries